I get asked all the time, how is the quickest way for me to manifest? How can I supercharge my manifestation skills? How do you manifest things in your life so quickly? And it seems like it takes me forever. I hate to tell you guys this, but there's no simple way to do anything, but I can give you some tips. So let's dive deep into manifestation, what it really is, and maybe instead of practicing manifestation, maybe what we should be doing is practicing alchemy. Are you ready for some real thought provoking conversations that lead to spiritual wisdom and discovery to provide you with clear direction on every area of your life? Well, sit back and relax. You've made it to the right place. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Heart of Inspiration. Hey, guys, how are you? My name is Dr. Lisa. I am a doctor of divinity and of metaphysics. So, no, I am not a medical doctor. Do not come to me asking me for a prescription like that I have to, you can take to Walgreens, because I'm not going to be able to do it. I want to thank you guys for being here, and we're going to get right into this discussion. Now, manifestation, that is something that, I mean, if you found this, I'm sure you probably searched all over YouTube for it. And it is a practice that I've been using, of course, in my life. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur guide. I help people who are heart-centered, who are spirit-based, energy healers, teachers, mentors, counselors, all sorts of things, and help them create prosperous businesses rather than just expensive hobbies, right? Take it from part-time to full-time. And so part of what we need to do when we are manifesting or creating the business that we wish, the life that we wish to have, part of that is, in fact, practicing manifestation. It is literally bringing something in from the ethers down into the earthly realm, into the earthly plane. The problem is that I feel like what we're doing these days is saying, okay, you go on and you meditate for 15 minutes a day and you chant like 25 times, and you do these 3 mudras and you write these affirmations, and bam, it happens. No, that's not what happens, especially when we're talking about constructing or reconstructing the life that we're currently living and it changing and metamorphosizing into the life, transforming into the life that we know we're meant to live. So what's happened that I've seen in recent history for sure, is that somehow this, spirit manifestation, God, the universe, this whole manifestation thing has now become really nothing more than just, someone playing the slot machine. Like, you put enough of whatever into it and you pull the lever, and ding, 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 eventually you keep pulling, you will win a jackpot eventually. You'll get something back out of it eventually. And not for nothing, that's actually what began to happen in the Christian community with a lot of the prosperity message and things like that. It got kind of screwy. Okay, it got really screwed up to the point where if you weren't driving around in a fancy car and you weren't wearing all these, fancy clothes, and you didn't have the private jet, then somehow you must not have enough faith. Somehow you're not living a prosperous life. And basically, they were treating the God of Christianity as, again, some sort of, lottery machine or slot machine or roulette table that, you spin, you bet on black or you bet on red, and you spin the wheel and there you go. That's where this whole fake it till you make it concept came from and all of this. So what I wanted to do is take just a few short minutes today to chat about what manifestation is to me, and you can think however you want, what I really think we need to be practicing and what's the difference. All right, because I want you all by the end of this to really think of yourselves as creators and not manifestors. I want you to think of yourself as creators and not just manifestors. Meet Erica, a vibrant professional who took the brave leap into the world of transformational life coaching a year ago. She had a heart full of passion and a vision to change lives, and she envisioned her business soaring, but reality painted quite a different picture. You see, she spent a lot of late nights, went to a lot of workshops, countless sessions. Everybody loved her, but she didn't have enough clients, and this dream that seemed so clear began to blur. Are you in this same place? If this is you, then I want you to join myself and Josiah Thursday and Friday, August 24th and 25th from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern daily for the Quantum Leap for Soulpreneurs. Click the link in the description box below. I like to break down the etymology or the basis of words. I feel like that helps us understand, comprehend what we're actually attempting to do if we know what the words mean that we're using. Words are, in all actuality, spells. Every time you say a prayer, you're casting a spell, because a spell is just utilizing a frequency that's being spoken to manipulate energy in order to change reality. So you're practicing it and it's okay. That's why we call it spelling. It's all right. Everybody's cool. But I want us to have an even playing field, just so you know that everything that comes from your mouth, it creates something. Good, bad, or indifferent. It creates something. Okay? So here we go. Manifestation, the word, the noun. We're going to go through it as a noun. We're going to go through it as an adjective, and then we're going to go through how it even started. So from the early 15th century, manifestation, the action of disclosing what is secret, obscure, or unseen. An exhibition, a demonstration. From the late Latin manifestationem, the noun of action from past participle stem of Latin manifestare, or to discover, disclose, or betray. Discover, disclose, or betray. So if I'm going to take that for what this is saying, manifestation as a noun, when you are, so practicing manifestation as a verb is then putting action behind the noun, which is the manifestation. Well, what is the manifestation? When you're manifesting something, what are you doing? You are beginning to disclose what is secret, what is hidden, occult, what is hidden from your eyes, from your view, what is obscure or unseen. It's an exhibition or a demonstration. What is manifestation? It is an exhibition or demonstration of your ability in conjunction with the universe, but your ability to clearly manipulate energy so that something from the ether becomes something held in your hand. And we're going to go over that whole grabbing and holding. There are other forms of this word manifest that are, they're not just sitting here going, yes, yes, life is beautiful, everything is great. I am completely detached from all of the outcomes and, in fact, all of the work. No. Oh, the universe, what's for me is for me. If it's God's will, it's going to come to me. No. This manifestation, this act of creation, this act of bringing life to something in this third dimensional realm is not just something that's easy peasy. It doesn't just float on down the river. It doesn't just come out of thin air. You have to grab it. You have to accost it. You have to want it. You have to go after it. It is an action that takes a lot of your energy. It is an action to birth anything into the earthly realm. Those of us who have birthed children know, right? Even if you've had a C-section, that's still work, honey. You had everything cut open. I don't mean to be gross, but it's not gross. But what I'm telling you is this: manifestation, the art of manifestation, manifesting was never meant in and of itself to solely be something that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. We are so bent on making everything, hitting an easy button and making everything simple, that we miss out on the experience, and then we misapply the energy and wonder why we're not getting it, why we're not receiving what we are manifesting. Now, there are different things I want you to understand. So, for instance, I don't go out and just accost somebody to get them into a relationship with me. When you're manifesting love, it's a different set of circumstances, and manifesting that relationship, that's a whole different situation and path than when you're manifesting your business, right? That's a completely different thing than when you're manifesting a home, than when you're manifesting furniture, than when you're it's just there's different things. So you apply different principles to different types of manifestation. But in each case, there is a principle that's necessary, and you have to apply it, and a set of principles, and there's actually things that have to happen in order for those things to manifest. Let's continue. Now, I want to go to manifest itself as an adjective. So, right, what describes a noun, as in manifest destiny. So this is manifest. I manifest or manifested, which would be a verb actually, my business. I did, but it didn't happen overnight. It's from the late 14th century. So a little while before manifestation got created as a word, from the late 14th century or 1500s. Clearly revealed to the eye, something that's made manifest is clearly revealed to the eye or the understanding, open to view or comprehension, where I can understand it. From the Old French manifest, evident or palpable, or directly from Latin manifestus, plainly apprehensible, so I can plainly grab it, clear, apparent, evident, or proven by direct evidence. Or if you're an offender, you were caught in the act, probably from manus, okay, from pi root man, hand, festus, which apparently is identical to the element of infest. So if something is if you have an infestation, it's an infiltration, it's an invasion, it is a takeover, right? So you literally are apprehending this thing in your hands. That's what it means to manifest. Like, once it's right, that's the act of manifest, that you literally can clearly reveal it to your eyes, the understanding, it's open to your view, you can comprehend it, you can understand it, and you can understand it. This is all third dimensional. Manifestation in and of itself is not a fifth, higher, fourth dimensional act. The act of manifestation is it literally coming into our third dimensional view. The act of creation is what happens in our third eye view and happens in the ethers. Manifestation is when it comes into this. But if you haven't already created it, it's never going to happen. It's not made manifest until you can apprehend it. So we're applying a manifestation concept to an area of dimensionality that is not meant to apply to. The other thing I want you to know here, and we might end up doing this in a couple parts, but let's see. So manifestation is an ancient magical art where the magician acts like an alchemist. The magician acts like an alchemist. The magician acts like an alchemist. So when you are manifesting, now this might hurt some people's, sensibilities here, but baby, let me tell you something. When you're manifesting, I don't care what religion you are, you're acting as a magician. You are practicing magic, and it's actually magic with the K, different from the illusionary art of magic for entertainment purposes. Although I might say you are literally manipulating the illusion that is this earthly realm. So maybe we should leave the K out. We'll talk about the illusionary realm another time. Let's continue. where the magician acts like an alchemist. So that's not you being an alchemist, but you're acting like an alchemist to work with universal energy to purposefully and intelligently impress what your desired intention into physical reality. The alchemical art of manifestation. So it's not just manifestation. You all need to learn what? Alchemy. You need to learn alchemy. So the alchemical art of manifestation has two major components. You have to have a clear intention and careful and responsible combination of the energies involved and the building blocks of manifestation. So this is what I'm going to break this down for you real quick. If you do not right now understand, comprehend Hermeticism, the 7 Hermetical laws, if you do not understand them, you better grab a hold to it. I do have a playlist here that teaches those 7 laws because those are alchemical laws. This is how you manipulate energy. Kemet, coming from Egypt. So the word alchemy is derived from the Arabic alchem, meaning the mysterious art of the Kemites, which the Arabs used to describe Egyptian Kemetic spirituality. After the Arabs discovered sacred ancient Egyptian Kemetic spiritual science, following the Muslim conquest of Egypt in 646 AD, well before the Europeans started playing around with it. This is way back. And in fact, the Egyptians were practicing alchemy right in BC. So chemi is the parent word for Kemet. And as this diagram shows you, these are the elements or principles of alchemy. You have spirit, air, water, earth, and fire. All those put together, this is why I know some of you are going to be like, oh my God, that's a pentagram. Yes, it is. That pentagram, 5-pointed star, 5 being the number of change. If you want to change anything, you got to understand that you've been told that symbol is bad, and it's not. It can be used for bad, but it's not. So what's the truth about manifestation, guys? The truth, what is manifestation then? Manifestation then is the application of alchemy in present day. Alchemy, the practice of alchemy, is how we take from the spirit realm and bring it, alchemize, change it, transform it into that which is in the earthly realm. If you don't embrace that's what you're doing, the manifestation is not going to work. If you don't understand that you still have to do things here in order for the manifestation to happen, I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Now, I'm not saying that you literally by your own hands, well, I guess I am in a sense. What I am saying is this. There's a verse in the Bible that said faith without works is dead. So what are the works that we use when we're manifesting or when we're practicing alchemy? Well, we maintain our clear intention and we begin to change. We begin to wash our mind with the resonance of our words spoken, renew our mind with the washing of the word, so that our belief system in our mind assumes that the intention, the desired outcome is just what it is. We don't live life any other way. That takes effort. It doesn't just happen overnight. I didn't just build this business overnight. I didn't buy my house overnight. You know what I'm saying? But I worked at it, right? And I had to take all of the elements here, spirit, ether, air, speaking, water, belief, fire, passion in my heart, and then I brought it down into earth. I had to utilize all of them in order to bring it to pass. So the question, is there fast manifestation? Yes, there is, once you get accustomed and get used to practicing alchemy. Get used to being that magician that manipulates the illusion. But even fast is relative. You're not going to just jump out of the gate and do it. It's not going to change because you got to change how your mind thinks. You have to change how your heart feels. a lot needs to be changed over. And then be willing to act as if and live your life as if it's already here by the law of assumption, Neville Goddard. I hope this helps you a little bit. Again, watch the 7 Hermetic Principles. Stay tuned to this channel so you can get more feedback, so you can get more information on how to bring these things into the earth and how to be the alchemist of your life. Peace, joy, blessings, and love to you. Nothing missing, nothing broken. I hope to see you soon. Enjoy your time. Take care. Namaste. Bye-bye.